From Peninsula TV Studio in San Carlos, SBC Pacific Bell, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Wells Fargo present the Bay Area's hottest game show, Peninsula Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you. Thanks. Welcome to Quiz Kids, the show where speed, knowledge, and collaboration are the tools these kids need for the chance to win valuable prizes. We have two very bright teams here today. Over here, we have the Mills High School Vikings. And they're taking on the Woodside Wildcats. There's some Wildcats in the audience today, too. So let's get started right away and play the collaboration round. Welcome, gentlemen and lady. The first round allows the teams to work together. I'm going to ask questions of each team, one question per team in each round. You'll have 10 seconds to collaborate, and your captain, Brock or Jim, will give me the answer you think is correct. If you get it right, you score 10 points. If you get it wrong, the other team will have a chance to collaborate and steal those points. And we'll continue until the buzzer signals the end of the round. Good luck to both teams. Here's the first question for Mills. 5 years after being banished from Massachusetts, he wrote the bloody tenet of persecution to say that civil authorities should not have religious power. Name this 17th century American credited with founding Rhode Island.
Roger Williams?
That's right, for 10 points. Woodside, your first question. It begins with a Lithuanian wedding and ends with a labor rally where the speaker shouts, "Chicago will be ours." Name this Upton Sinclair story about Jurgis, the slaughterhouse worker.
You think it could be The Jungle?
The Jungle?
The Jungle is right. What biological substance is missing in people who have albinism?
Melanin?
Melanin is right for 10. Members of the American Colonization Society went there in 1822, hoping it would be a, quote, land of opportunity. What African nation's former constitution was modeled after that of the U.S.?
Liberia?
Liberia is right. What country singer had the recent top-selling CD, No Shoes, No Shirt, No Problems? Brock?
No clue.
Can you guys steal?
Can you repeat it, please?
The CD is No Shoes, No Shirt, No Problems. Who is that?
No idea either.
Kenny Chesney. But speaking of music, what type of percussion instrument whose name comes from the German for playing bells has metal keys arranged like a piano?
Xylophone.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Glockenspiel. I'm being told the Glockenspiel.
The Glockenspiel is right. Next question. His recent statement that he wants to stop losing money seemed ironic to those who noted the massive contract of shortstop Alex Rodriguez. Name this owner of baseball's Texas Rangers.
He says George Bush.
W.
Not in public. No, that's not correct. You can steal.
I think I heard something like Jeffrey Loria or something.
Oh, but it's Tom Hicks. Oh well. But the next question goes to you. A recent book says Ethel's brother David actually stole the atomic secrets that cost them their lives. Name this couple who in 1953 became the only Americans ever executed for spying in peacetime.
Julius and Ethel Rosenberg.
That is right for 10. person who studies ants is a myrmecologist. Well, I don't want you to think my Aunt Rosalie, but no. A person who studies ants is a myrmecologist. Spell myrmecologist.
Myrmecologist. M-Y-R-M-A-C-O-L-O-G-I-S-T.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
M-Y-R-M-I-C-O-L-O-G-I-S-T.
It was that one letter. You said A, you said I, but it's E. M-Y-R-M-E, myrmecologist. But the next question is Woodside's. If an airplane on the ground climbs 100 feet per second, how high is it after 5 minutes?
So 30,000.
That is right, 30,000 feet. Hey Mills, what island whose full name once contained the Portuguese word "City of the name of God, there is none more loyal," now belongs to China? Brock, can you tell me?
Taiwan.
No.
Hong Kong?
No, Macau. During 2002, the BBC World Service's new reading club chose as its first book Lake Woebegone Days, written by what weekly radio host of A Prairie Home Companion? Do you know, Jim?
Oh, I know it's wrong. Walter Cronkite?
No, I'm sorry. Can you steal it?
Garrison Keillor.
Garrison Keillor for 10 points. Yes. And that's the end of the first round. We see both teams have 40 points. Well played, and we are at a tie. Good for you. Let's take a moment, and I love the enthusiasm. Let's take a moment to meet the players. Over here on Mills, we have Brock Mendel. Welcome back to Quiz Kids, Brock.
Good to see you, Brad.
Good to see you too. You're a junior now.
Yep.
You're getting older. I can see it kind of changing, growing.
That happens.
You've always been a part of the robotics team, and I guess it's time for robotics to start getting into full gear, huh?
We've just started building our robot this year.
Can you tell us, or is it a secret?
I can tell you a little bit.
All right, tell me what you can tell me.
Well, we're participating in NASA's first competition, and we've got to build a robot to do a whole bunch of things. Pushing boxes around, stacking them up, and basically beating a whole lot of other robots.
So, well, good luck to you there. Also, you're a real math whiz, so you're doing something extra besides math classes at Mills. What are you doing?
Well, for the last few months, I've been going over to Berkeley for math. Been taking linear algebra.
That's quite a commute for a linear algebra.
It is.
Is it a straight line through BART, or?
BART is the quickest route.
Well, good. Zach Bernstein.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Theater, music, you're kind of a music man, right?
I am a bit of a music man.
Yes.
And the thing I wanted to talk about was the Maynard Ferguson concert coming up at Mills on January 25th. Yes, that's right. Maynard Ferguson. He's the...
How did you score Maynard Ferguson?
I don't really know, but I'm in charge of the concert, and that's what matters. So, like I said, January 25th, 8 o'clock. Please contact Mills for tickets.
At the Mills Auditorium?
At the Mills Auditorium,
Great.
yes. So
Good.
It should be a good concert.
Good.
A lot of
Now,
fun.
are you going to get a chance to talk to Maynard after the concert?
I actually get to be Maynard's personal assistant and bodyguard.
Wow.
Which is quite a job. Cause
Really,
he's
and all
really
those
big.
dangerous Mills students running around, trying to get his autograph.
The drunks in the auditorium are generally...
Oh my God. Kristen Carlson, we'll ignore that. Kristen Carlson.
Hi.
You're also into music.
Yes.
You do a lot of music stuff with Zach. Are you an instrumentalist?
I'm both, actually. I play the bass clarinet in band, and I'm also part of a chorus outside of school.
Which chorus is that?
It's Peninsula Girls Chorus, and I'm part of the ensemble group, which is high school students, 9th grade through 12th.
And you told me you like to harmonize in the car. Do you
Yeah.
find it easy when you hear a song to pick up the harmony?
Generally, yes.
That is a great gift. Well, good luck to all of you on the game, and let's give a big hand to your coach, Grant Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Garifo, is this your third season with Quiz Kids?
Yes, it is.
Well, welcome back. You're a senior, so I guess it's your last season with Quiz Kids.
It would appear so, yes.
Busy with college applications.
Yeah.
How many schools you applying to?
5. Stanford, Harvard, Berkeley, UC Davis, and Harvey Mudd.
And what do you want to study, do you know?
Mechanical engineering.
Great. Now, Woodside does a senior exhibition, and it sounds like you had a very interesting topic for your senior exhibition.
Yeah, I'm working on the stem cell controversy and other genetic engineering projects. And this coming Friday, I will be interviewing a graduate fellow in the Weissman lab at Stanford.
Wow, well, I enjoyed that. That sounds like a very exciting interview to do.
I think it is.
Thomas Mazawa, you're also a senior, so you must also be working on a senior exhibition, and I assume it's as challenging and interesting as Jim's. What's your topic?
My topic is the Russian mafia and how their influence changed since the collapse of communism.
So have you met some mafia members to talk to?
I haven't met any mafia members. I haven't got any threats yet, but
Good.
I have met with a person in the FBI who is in charge of gathering intelligence on the Russian mafia.
Really? How much information did he divulge?
Well, he was very generous, but I got him to say no comment on one question, so I was happy with that.
Good. Well, no comment on that.
Yeah.
Brandon Wiebe.
Yes.
You're the baby here. You're a junior.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry yet about your senior exhibition, but I know you work on the paper. Do you,
Yes, I'm actually sports editor for our school paper, the Woodside World.
what's the most exciting sports stuff that's happened in that you've covered?
Well, definitely the World Series.
Uh-huh.
That was big, and also just all our school sports.
Did you get to go to any of the games to cover for the...
Oh no, I mean, I tried, but they wouldn't let me in with my little high school press pass.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I thought they.
And you told me you're also an artist. What kind of art do you favor? Do you like to do?
I like modern art. I just recently went to MoMA, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really like it there.
Good. Good for you. Well, let's give a big hand to your coach, David Riley. And before we start playing, we have to introduce the most prestigious person in this room, our mighty judge, Mr. Frank Saboti. So Frank and I are going to take a break, and we'll come back with a second round after we watch this video about Mills High School. It was very cool disco music listening to that. Good. Well, welcome back. It's time for us to play the face-off round. I almost switched this and start to ask you the math questions, you the science questions, but Zach is a science expert. And Jim is a math whiz. So I'm going to ask you guys some 10-point questions, one after the other. If you get it right, you score for your team, and we'll continue till we hear the buzzer buzz. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you. Zach, here's your first question. Let me hope I can pronounce these things right. What kingdom of organisms that cannot make its own food through photosynthesis includes mold, yeast, and mushrooms?
Bonera.
No, we're looking for fungus. Oh, yeah. Jim, if you flip a coin 3 times, what are the chances you'll get exactly 2 heads and 1 tail?
3 of 8.
That is correct. Zach, Granville T. Woods invented so many things we still use today that he is called the black equivalent of what inventor of the phonograph and the light bulb?
That would be Thomas Edison.
That is Thomas Edison, correct. Jim, if a 1,000,000-gallon oil tanker loses half of its oil every day, how much oil will it have after 3 days?
An eighth of its oil, which is 125,000 gallons.
You are correct. Zach, your blood type is either positive or negative based on whether you have what?
HIV?
No.
No, I was just kidding.
No. No. The RH factor, rhesus, the RH factor, right? Right. Good Lord. Jim, your bookshelf has 2 books by Dickens and 3 books by Hemingway. If you pick 2 books off the shelf without looking, what is the probability that they will both be Dickens books?
One in 25?
No, 1 in 10. Next question. Fluorine measures the highest on this scale with a value of 4.0, while potassium has only a value of 0.8. What chemical quantity measures the ability of an atom to form ionic bonds?
Electronegativity.
That is right, electronegativity. Jim, calculate the area of a square whose diagonals are 3 units each.
6.
No, 4.5, 4.5, 9 halves. That's what we've got. Okay, and that signals the end of the round. And we're still tied, 60 each. Gentlemen, good play. Stay here. I told you we had 2 very smart teams. We're going to see which one beats the other one when we come back after we watch this video about Woodside High School. All right, players, put your hands on the buzzers. It's time to play the lightning round. The point values are doubled. I'm going to ask questions. The first person to buzz in gets the chance to answer for their team and score 20 points. If you get it right, you do score the points, but if you don't get it right, the other team will get a chance to collaborate and your captain will give me what you think is the best answer that could steal those points. If you buzz in before I finish the answer, I will stop reading the question. If you get it wrong, I will finish the question before the other team answers, okay? Good luck to both teams. A tie is always exciting. Let's see who breaks it. First question. 2002 marks the 100th anniversary of the first Peter Rabbit story by what British yes, Jim?
Beatrix Potter.
Beatrix Potter's right. What chemical elements allotropes include charcoal, graphite, and yes, Zach?
Carbon.
That is correct. What newspaper man's life is the general basis of the classic film Citizen Kane? Yes, Brock.
Hearst.
Hearst is right. In the story of Peter and the Wolf, what happens to the wolf at the end? Jim.
Shot by hunters.
No, he's not. I didn't know this.
Okay, he's doing this.
Brock.
Killed with an axe.
No, he's taken to the zoo. They're much more civilized there. Goodness. In June 1925, Wally Pipp took the 2 most expensive aspirin in history, sat out a game, and was promptly replaced by what great New York Yankee first baseman? Jim.
Lou Gehrig?
That's right, Lou Gehrig. In the Broadway musical Brigadoon, in what country would you find Brigadoon? Yes, Jim.
Egypt?
No.
India.
Och, the heather on the hill in Scotland. Jiminy. Defeated by Octavian at the Battle of Actium, what member of Rome? Yes, Jim.
Mark Antony.
Yes, Jim. That's right. What was the first name of Flaubert's title character, Madame Bovary? It was Emma. Next question. What math term describes the quantity b squared minus 4ac? Yes, Jim.
Discriminant.
The discriminant is right. What state's license plates feature its motto, live free or die? Yes, Brock.
Vermont.
No, I'm sorry. It's incorrect. Steele.
Massachusetts.
You're in the right vicinity. It's New Hampshire. Next question. What food's advertising slogan is, bitch, you can't eat just one? Yes, Jim.
Lay's potato chips.
That's right. Of Wimbledon, the US Open, the Australian Open, and the French Open, which one has tennis great Pete Sampras never won? Yes, Jim.
The French Open.
Yeah, that's right. You knew that. You weren't guessing. Good for you. In 1832, the Sauk and Fox Indian tribes fought the U.S. government while led by what chief? Yes, Brock.
Excuse me. Do you want to know what chief they were led by?
I can't tell you anymore.
Okay. Well, they were fighting against Jackson, but they were fighting under Redhorn.
No.
Finish it.
In 1832, the Sauk and Fox Indian tribes fought the U.S. government while led by what chief who got the brief war named for him?
Crazy Horse?
Black Hawk. Next question. In the Aesop's fable, what animal says the grapes he can't reach are probably... Yes, Jim.
Fox.
Yes. Sour grapes. 2002 marks the 50th anniversary of Puerto Rico's relationship to the United States, which is not a state or a territory. Yes, Jim.
Protectorate.
No. What is it?
Can you please finish the question?
It's not a state or a territory. What is it? Brock.
Province.
Commonwealth. Yeah. Next question. What Microsoft product is a presentation graphics package? Yes, Zach.
PowerPoint.
That is right. What African country contains the Central Kalahari Game Reserve? Yes, Zach.
Kenya.
No. Good guess. You can steal.
Maybe Tanzania.
Jim.
Tanzania?
Botswana. Next question. NBC recently announced that nightly news anchor Tom Brokaw will retire after the 2004 election and be replaced by what journalist? Yes, Jim.
John Siegenthaler?
No. You can steal this.
He's dying to say Larry King.
Just why not?
What a great idea, but it's Brian Williams. When he moved to Bath in 1759, he set up a portrait business. Name this British painter of The Blue Boy. Not modern enough for you, Brandon. Thomas Gainsborough. What is the basketball term for moving with the ball without dribbling it? Yes, Brock.
Traveling.
Traveling is right, yes. Within 3, how many years did Britain's Queen Victoria occupy the throne? Yes, Brock.
63.
It was exactly 63. Good for you. From the Latin for dug up, what term describes an impression of an animal or plant preserved in rock? Yes, Zach.
Fossil?
Yes, it's a fossil. In computer terminology, we say cyan. What is this color more commonly known as? Yes, Brandon.
Blue.
Blue is correct. What western states' national forests include Payette, Bitterroot, Clearwater, and Boise? Yes, Jim.
Idaho.
Idaho is right. His new book, Leadership, published after he left office, tells his firsthand view of September 11th. Name this former mayor of New York City. Yes, Jim.
Rudolph Giuliani.
Rudolph Giuliani is right. In sports, what term describes a game where one team scores no points? Yes, Jim.
Shutout.
A shutout is right. What medieval tribe that migrated to Italy by the 6th century AD is generally thought to have been named for their long beards? Yes, Brock.
The Ostrogoths.
No. We have 1 minute to go, and you can steal the point.
Etruscans?
No, the Lombards or Langobards. What medieval author of The History of My Misfortunes had an affair with his pupil Heloise? Abelard. What letter of the Greek alphabet is generally used to denote angular velocity? Yes, Jim.
Omega?
That is correct. The Last Chance Gulch was an area of gold prospecting in the 1860s that went right through the downtown area of what capital of Montana? Yes, Jim.
Helena.
Helena is correct. What actor's newborn son played the baby Moses in the movie The Ten Commandments while his father played the adult Moses? Yes, Brock.
Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston is correct. That says the time is through. Mills, you played great, but with that amazing last round, Woodside wins with 320 points. You three were a great team, and thank you for coming. Good luck to you with all your future projects with the robotics team and all those college applications. And you guys will come back in our second round of competition, and you'll be competing with some other team for a wonderful trip to Europe, courtesy of our friends at ACIS. We'll see all of you on the next Quiz Kids. Till then, goodbye.
This year's champions will be winging their way to Europe for an all-expenses-paid adventure to some of the world's most historic sites, courtesy of ACIS. We wish to thank the Chronicle for their continued support of Peninsula Quiz Kids. Mr. Friedman's wardrobe provided courtesy of Sartori of San Carlos. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids wish to thank the following: Molly Stone's Markets, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry of Burlingame, Target, The Tea Party, Jamba Juice, Klutz Publishing, Century Theaters, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS, Ronald Bland, Samtrans, and the San Mateo County Office of Education.